Yeah, baby. And remember that tune there? What is June? Go on now.
So, Myrie, Buju Banton will be released from the United States federal prison on drug charges. He will be released in September, I think. He will be released. So all of a sudden, 7 months before that, here comes this video of when the sting operation went down. They call it a sting operation, which is like a setup. They kind of set you up to catch you. And some people think that in itself is illegal. But the video footage, which was dated in December 2009, it shows 4 men in a room, including Buju. One of the men, they cut a brick of what appears to be cocaine. They kind of make you know what they were saying. So somebody asked Buju, do you like? And Buju say, I like it. Then him taste it and then him walk away. Shoo. Wow. Prosecutors say he was familiar with the drug trade and deliberately laid the groundwork for a drug deal. The FBI, as you're looking at the video, or some of the video there, the FBI, they're a little bit annoyed because apparently there are a couple of informants in the video, and they were saying they didn't want anybody to see that.
But you didn't see, did you see faces?
I can't see anybody.
Images are very blurry.
Yeah,
I think the only reason you really know is Buju is because of the frame.
But again, some people said this in itself is illegal because even though
at risk.
You're not supposed to set up people. You know, if you're looking for something, you will find it.
Well, that's how people get caught though, through sting operations. Yeah. So it's perfectly legal. Yeah. I mean, Buju's supporters say he was set out, but this is really how the FBI works. They plant somebody inside and then they do a sting, and before you know it, you're... But I'm curious as to why they would have released this now.
Yeah, it was ABC.
I don't know.
It was ABC. And
I saw the video yesterday and I was like,
Yeah, and again, the FBI was saying, no, don't show it because you have people in there that we don't want people to see.
That's a good deal.
That's the name of that tune. He served his time, or he is serving his time, and he'll be out. And hopefully, we will all learn from it, and we will move on to greater things. Remember the next one? Remember we interviewed this lady? Oh, you don't remember? The next one.
Watch your video.
The next one? We're done with that?
Yes, we spoke to her and she's moving on up.
Yeah.
She has moved on up.
Yeah.
To the east side.
It's Antoinette, I think it's Wemyss Gorman. She's commanding officer of the Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard.
When did we talk to her?
A couple of years ago, I think.
She's so crazy.
Yeah. She became the first female in Jamaica and the Caribbean to be promoted to that rank, which is the equivalent to the Army rank of colonel.
Wow.
I quote, "It is significant for women in the JDF, so in that respect, I am humbled to be afforded the opportunity to blaze the trail." But in terms of how I feel, maybe it hasn't sunk in yet, but the significance is more important than me being promoted.
26 years and counting in the JDF. She's 45 years old. And she says she's never questioned her choice to join the JDF, although sometimes it gets very dangerous when they're at sea and they question whether they're going to make it back.
Well, you know, the first time I questioned that, I'm not going back.
I'm going to answer it myself, negative. I'm not going back out there.
The first time I questioned whether I'm going back in.
Wow, I think fear is a wasted emotion, she says. If you want to do something, just do it. The worst thing that can happen is that you fail, and the best thing that can happen is that you succeed, and there's no success without failure. So you're wasting your time being afraid.
I had a very good friend, he's passed now, Duke Fuller, who was a national goalkeeper, who was a pilot, a ship pilot. So when the ships come in, the overseas pilots, they don't know our waters. So our local pilots have to meet them and bring them in and take them back out. And I used to go with him. But it was easy when you...
used to go with him?
Yeah, man. He used to take me with him. So it was easy when you were going out because you go up beside this big ship and you just hold on to the ladder and you climb up. You see, when you're taking them out and you have to come off the ship, remember me.
So how him get you out there? You can't jump in a swimming pool, Virgin?
Well, they don't go that far out.
It no matter, they leave shore?
Well, one night I'm coming off the big ship and it is a rough sea. So, yeah, hold on to the ladder. This is on the side. True story, I'm telling you. Hold on to the ladder, you're coming down. But every time I step, this is a small boat, every time I step, the boat dip because the sea. So I go, so,
a life vest though,
and
right?
I don't feel, and what? And I don't feel nothing. So I grab on again and the ship then moving, you know, people. So I go so again and I don't feel nothing. So I start, I almost ball now. And Duke said, jump. I say, eh? Jump, go here. When it take me about halfway till I finally feel it. And then when you put your 2 feet on it, now it starts to, whew.
I'm sorry.
That was the last time I went out.
Were you supposed to go on that excursion with you?
I don't know, but he's gone now, so he can't get none of trouble.
That's true.
So.
Okay, just
But
checking.
that was the last time I went out.
All right.
Was I not brave though?
Look how you just go bust the cover, sir. Anyway, Ireland votes to overturn its abortion ban. Look at that. Look at that. The Irish have swept aside one of its most restrictive abortion bans. That's one of the most restrictive in the developed world in a landslide vote that reflects Ireland's emergence as a socially liberal country, no longer obedient to Catholic dictates. This is a historic vote in a historic time. So many historic things happening around the world. With all ballots counted and turnout at a near historic high, election officials have reported that Saturday's vote, it was 66.4% who voted to overturn the abortion prohibition, 33.6% opposed the measure. So that's in Ireland.
You agree with that?
That discussion is going to take too much time.
A woman should have the right to choose, shouldn't it?
I think it depends on the situation in which you find yourself. I wouldn't want to argue to force a woman who has been raped or violated.
I said a woman should have the right to choose.
Yeah,
right,
because
yeah.
I think it depends on the circumstance.
Yeah,
so,
true. All right, Spider-Man. He's from Mali, an immigrant from Mali. He was dubbed Spider-Man for scaling 4 stories to save a child dangling from a balcony in Paris. Because of that, he was made a French citizen. Hippie hooray. His name is Mamoudou Gassama, 22 years old. He says, I was not thinking of anything. I went straight up. I saw all these people shouting and cars sounding their horns. I climbed up like that, and thank God I saved the child.
This dude scaled.
Yep.
4 stories. Do you have the picture of him on the side of the building, Kadeem?
Yeah,
Or you have the video, you have one better.
Look at that.
No. Dude. Scaled 4 stories without a net, without a harness. Oh, look at the poor little pumpkin baby.
Why would the child be dangling?
That's a good question.
Look at that, bro. Look at that.
He obviously works out, because... But then that's adrenaline, you know. That's pure adrenaline taking him up there, you know. Oh, my God.
He saved the child. I don't know. I was going to say her. Can I tell you the first thing my mother would do when I reached
beat
down
you
on the
sick.
ground?
What you was doing out there?
Hey, Brad, the very first thing my mother would do when I land is give me the hottest box.
No.
I wouldn't scale even a flat rope after that.
That's a kid. So, you know, a baby.
No, man. It's like I saw this little boy with his head caught in the grill. Oh, you end up with your head alone.
The same way Aaron got...
No, but serious. That you have to be skillful for that. That was like you have a hold your head and then go in and then all of a sudden you get stuck. I don't understand that. Eh? Yeah. Tell me now. Why have weddings been associated with June? Well, firstly, it has nothing to do with the weather. The tradition dates from Roman times in honor of the deity Juno and his wife Jupiter. Jupiter was the goddess of childbirth and marriage, hence June being a popular month for weddings. Oh. Well, the Victorians had another reason why the 6th month was a popular time for wedding ceremonies. Flowers were most abundant in June, so floral bouquets were easily arranged.
Goddess of what she was? Childbirth and what? Childbirth and...
Goddess of childbirth and marriage.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that makes sense then.
Oh, by the way, and I should have said it at the start, good morning to my friend Sean Paul, who lost his dad.
Did he?
Yeah, and his dad was my good friend.
Oh, gosh.
So condolences to
Enrique's family.
Be strong. Really sorry. I know there was a time that he had asked for blood for his dad. His dad was in hospital for a while, but he passed on. So much love, Sean.
Okay.
All right. Happy birthday to Mama Lucille Danvers. She's 75 today. Greetings coming from her granddaughter. I think it's Bobine. So you say?
Bobbing.
Bobbing and the family. So here's Mama Lucille, 75 today. What a hot lady, sir. I wish you all the very, very best, ma'am, and I wish you many, 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 many more. There she is. Nice
Just
picture.
chilling.
Yes, man. Really, really nice. There you go. That is one. So happy birthday, Mama. There's another one here. Happy birthday to Javon Brown from his mom, Karine, his dad, Clive, and Scarrow, it says. And happy birthday to Talia Suarez, whose birthday is today. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
So I got this message that says I should say happy birthday to you from Peter Wilson, from the family and from friends, of course. I hope you consider us as friends. So happy birthday from us too.
One belated from Saturday. Marissa Robinson celebrated her 7th. Marissa, I hope you had a great day. Your mom, Michelle, and your dad, Ricky, as well. Much love to you and enjoy being 7. It's a great age to be. We're going to take a break.
Happy birthday, folks. Cleveland Cavaliers in the final again.
We know the key to unity of all people is in the dream that you had so long ago that lives in all of the hearts of people.